What up, guys? What up? It's your boy, Mamba. You already know, man. In the building, already know. You don't want to mess with me, man. You don't want to mess with me. Make sure that you click on that subscribe button. Make sure that you like this video and you drop a comment as well as to what you think about this video. So in this video, guys, a lot of you have been asking me about, hey, Mamba, how to do backtesting, where do I start? So now I decided to just form a whole full system for you guys um, to say when you're backtesting, this is what you must have, and then this is what you must always tick in your box before executing those trades and so on. Okay, so guys, here I have US30 strategy rules, of which I've never seen anyone using these rules the way I use them. It's a bit of like somehow, but then it's cool. We're not there. Okay, so the first rule in the strategy is that trade based on sessions. So you don't just enter in the middle of the session, you enter at the beginning of the session. So I like to trade Asian session and London session. Obviously, New York session I trade Us30 strategy, of which is very different from this one. So this one is most suited for Asian session and London session. And then again, the second rule of this strategy, let me just fix here. I made a mistake here of spelling. So, but the second rule is say, forget about the trend and structure. So when trading this strategy, you shouldn't focus on where the market is going or whatsoever. You should just forget about that. Take it throughout the window when you're trading this strategy, right? These are rules that have been I've created based on what of backtested results. It's not just something that I just came out with. So just trust the strategy and do your own backtesting as well. I know it's a little bit of crazy for me to say, forget about the trend and forget about the structure. Everyone has been saying, focus on the market structure, do that and that. So, but this strategy requires you to like turn a blind eye on that. And then rule number 3, it says identify the most recent support and resistance. So in the strategy, you have to be as accurate as you possibly can with identifying what your support and resistance, and then you identify them when it's almost maybe 15 minutes or 5 minutes before the Asian session open or the London session open. You don't just identify them at any time. And then rule number 4 says enter on 15-minute candlestick confirmation. So you enter on your 15-minute time frame. So in this strategy, you don't do anything about like top-down analysis and so on. You forget about that. Just focusing on what on the 15-minute candlestick confirmation, and then your support and resistance, and then forget about top-down analysis and so on. And then it says 8 SMA as a confirmation crossover. So you also look at the moving average, 8 moving average crossover of price. But sometimes you don't, sometimes you do. It depends on where it does it match at that time, because sometimes it doesn't. It catch up late with the move. And then your RR should always be 1:1 or 1:2. So here I wrote 1:2, but your RR has to always be 1:1 or 1:2. Then your TP is your next support or resistance. Your stop loss always be below or above what your resistance. It should be below support or above resistance. So trade management, you always lock as 1%. Once your trade reaches your 1%, you always want to make sure that you lock in your profit. So here, guys, you can see I have wins, I have losses, and I have break even. So I'm just gonna be recording this trade for you. So if I take a loss, I'm gonna write 1. If I take a win, I'm gonna take 1. If I write a break, if I get a break even, I'm gonna be taking I'm gonna be writing 1 as well. So as you can see, guys, South African time, as you can see where I put my crosshair, it's 7 7 SAST. So I'm just gonna click on the replay button until 9:15. So I'm just gonna play a bit. So you can see that it's 8:30. coming back, 9:15. So now it's 9:15. So now it's 9:15, as you can see. So what I'll do, guys, with this strategy, I'll look for the closest support and resistance. So now you can see that this is a what is the closest support for me. This is the closest support for me. Then this one is the closest what resistance at the top of this. You have what? You have the closest support and resistance. Remember, guys, I said this is what is a scalping strategy. So yeah, just bear in mind with me, looking at 1:1 or 1:2. And then again, we do have this area here, which is the second level of what? Of resistance again. So you can see, guys, that this should be our first take profit. If price do break and closes above this area here, then we are looking for this what? Level of resistance. But if price fails to break above this level of resistance and closes below, then we are taking what? We're taking out our profit target, right? So you wait for candlestick confirmation, candlestick to close. If it closes above, then there's more potential to the upside. But if it closes below, then you're out of what? Of your trade. So now we are at quarter to 9, and then let me just click on once. So you can see that now is 9 o'clock. So 9 o'clock, you can see that we are at this what level of support. So when you're at this level of support, what is that you look for? Look for buying opportunities. So now what is that we do? We enter our longs here. Entering our longs, having our stop loss below this area here, and then targeting where? Targeting here. I said always target 1:2. So you can see that this one gives us one is like 2.43% just on this position alone. Let me just adjust this a bit. Okay, cool. So let me just click on the replay button. So you can see that we are in a drawdown, but you can see that price is failing to break below this areas here. So we're still good at this point in time. Eventually, we see price pushing to the upside, and we can see that we can now look to lock our profit. Remember, the strategy says trade management, we must always lock at what? At 1%. So once price reaches 1%, what do? You lock your profit at break even. So you can see that we're at 1.47. So what is it that we do now? We lock our profit here at break even. And then again, we were gonna close this position if this had closed below this level of resistance, but you can see that we closed above. So there's more potential of us pushing to this level of what? Of resistance. So now let me just click on the replay button. And then you can see that we continue to push to the upside. We are still in. So now you can see that our target has been hit here. As you can see, our target has been hit. Super, super nice and simple. And you can see that after this target has been hit, guys, it's what? It's 14 o'clock. So 14 o'clock is what? Is the open of New York Stock Exchange. Is the open of New York session, I mean. Is the open of New York session. And you can see that New York session opened, but then the candlestick couldn't break above this area here. So this is another selling opportunity for us. So let's hope in with another shorting opportunity. Having our stop loss just above here. Remember, guys, I did say the strategy says your next what? The next top TP is your next what? Support or resistance. So you can see that this strategy, this entry can literally just give us just a nice clean 1.5%. But if price do break and closes below here, then we are looking at what? We are looking at this area as our what? As our target. So now let me just move it to here. And then let's just click on the replay button. So we're still in this position. Okay, so you can see that our stop loss was a little bit more tighter at this point in time, but you can see that price just took us out here and then went in our direction, super impulsively to our direction. So let me just record here. We have one win and we have one loss. So now you can see that we took one win and one loss. Not so bad so far. It's moving well for me. I don't want to lie. So 3:30, we're not using this strategy. Yeah. So let me just click on the replay button until let me see, until midnight. Okay, guys. So now, what I had done is that I clicked. We're supposed to close here. Yeah, this is where we're supposed to wait. So by mistake, I passed in. Remember entering at the open of each and every session. So now you can see, guys, that what is that we have? We have price created this level of what? We have price created this level of resistance here. Couldn't break above this level of resistance. And then you can see that we have this level of what? Of support again. This one is a trade that I'll definitely not take. I'll definitely not take this trade. Reason being is that support and resistance in this case, they are so close to each other. They won't give me much, to be honest. They won't give me much. Let me see how many pips. That's about 900 and something. Okay, definitely I'll take this. I'll definitely take this. Okay. So I'll definitely take this. So now we can see that it's 22.45. And then you can see that 12 o'clock, you can see that we couldn't break above this area here. And we closed below this level of what of resistance. So we're taking our short opportunity, having our stop loss just above here, and then looking for our take profit in this area. So it's just a simple 1:1 trade at this point in time. So I'm just gonna click on the replay button. So you can see that now this didn't really hit our TP, but if we were to make this a zone TP, our TP would definitely be hit at this point in time, just 1%. Just 1%. Remember, guys, I did say that this is a 1:1 type of trade. So you can see that it would have been hit, our TP would have been hit, and you can see that this is how I was gonna throw my level of what of supporters, and you can see that price respected it even here at the back. So you can see that 1:1 TP was hit. Super nice and simple trade, not too complicated, to be honest. So yeah. So now we are in the middle of the session. This is another buying opportunity, but I wouldn't enter this course. Remember, the strategy is saying we enter at the beginning of what? Of the session, not in the middle of the session. So yeah, just gonna have to stick to our rules of the strategy and never move away from them. So now, let me just click on the continuation of replay button. Remember, guys, when you are trading, especially day trading or scalping, you need to always be disciplined, guys. Never move away from what? From your trading plan. Always be disciplined. Always, always, always. I think I'm gonna need this vertical. Okay, I do have it here. I think I'm gonna need this vertical just to help me track where I'm going next. Okay, let me just change the color. Make it red. Okay, cool. So you might use this one as well just to see where the next open of the session. So you can see that now. So you can see that now we created this level of resistance here. You can see that we created this level of resistance here at the bottom. We created this level of resistance here. And then again, we created this level of support here. This level of support here. So this in this point, or in at this case, as you can see, it becomes even more confusing for beginners traders to say, now we rejected this, we came to this resistance and then we pushed to the downside. Maybe on a 30-minute time frame is a rejection. But now, Mamba, how do we enter? Okay, now it's easier. Look for where price rushed to the closest area that price rushed to. You can see that this is the closest support that the price rushed to, and it couldn't break below this level of what? Of support. So what do you do now? You look for your long opportunities. As simple as that. Look for your long opportunities. And then I did say that the next level of resistance is your target. So have what? Like having about like 2%, 1:2 or 2, 1:2 or 1:1. So you can see that in this point in time, we have what? We have 1:1, 1:2 RR. So you can see that, let me just get this. Okay, this is where we're going now for what? For 2 o'clock, of which is the open of what? Of New York session. So let me just click on the replay button. We are in a drawdown now, but you can see that price hasn't broke and closed below this area here. If I can adjust this one below a bit, cool. You can see that price is indeed failing to break, but it did break below this area here. But the next candlestick that came in here, it couldn't break, it couldn't continue, but it printed some nice bullish short, bullish engulfing. So yeah, we're still in a nice position here. So you can see that now we are creating this level of what? Of support here. We are creating this level of support for what? For an open of what? Of New York session. We're creating this level of support for open of New York session. We are just Q2 before time. You can see that we created this nice bullish engulfing here. We created this nice bullish engulfing here, or evening star, whatever you call it. And then this is another entry for us. Okay, it's not yet time. Okay, so this is another entry for us, guys. A long, this is another long for us. Having our stop loss just below here and then targeting here at our target 1.5 RR, 1.5 RR. So we're still holding this position, remember, and then we are in this position again because of now. You can say that is what time is London, is New York session open. So just clicking the replay button now. As you can see, guys, so here we took 2 trades. Both of them, they went into what? Into profit. So I'm just gonna put in 3 wins. We haven't had a break-even trade, as you can see. So there's nothing here at the break-even. We took in 4 trades, and out of those 4 trades, as you can see, we are running at a nice 1:3. And I didn't count the ratio, guys, because sometimes when we're winning, like here, we won 2, here we won 1.5, here we lost 1, here we won 2.4, and here we won 1. So I didn't count the percentage. I'm just counting wins, not the percentage. So out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so out of 5 trades, we won 1, 2, 3. Oh, we lost this one. We won 1, 2, 3, 4. We won 4. So it means I didn't record another trade. Probably this one means I didn't record this trade. So now, guys, all and all is done. So we're going to what? Going to agent session now. We're going to agent session. So agent session is taking us here. So let me just move it back and then click on the replay button. Okay, guys, now it's agent session, as you can see. So on agent session, guys, you can see that what is that we created? We created a level of what? Of resistance here. And then we created this level of support here. I did say to you guys, look at the closest that price ran to. So you can see that price failed to break above here. And then when it was agent session, what it did, it came and ran into this area here. So we are looking for our what? Our long position here. So we're taking what? Taking longs. Simple and straightforward. Remember, one thing that you need to do, guys, you need to give your trade a little bit of more room to breathe. So we're looking to target like 1-to-1 is our first target. 1-to-1 is our first target. But then again, guys, we're looking for 2%, which I believe is somewhere here. 2%, which I believe is somewhere here. Yeah, somewhere here at the top. We're looking for 2% in this position, but nonetheless, let's see how it goes. Okay, guys, some of the brokers will take you out here. Some of the brokers will take you out due to spread and so on. But on TradingView, we're still surviving in this position. So let's see if it's taking us out. Okay, guys, so this is another loss trade that we took. So just to record it. So 6 out of 6 trades, you can see that we still lost 2, and then we won 4, which is something that is pretty good. I'm not so feeling so bad about this loss that we took here. So yeah, it is what it is. Now let's look at 9 o'clock, the open. Let's see. Okay, let me just remove this. And then this again. Okay, cool. I'm trying to be as fast as I possibly can, guys, now because we're running out of time. So guys, you can see that now is quarter to quarter to 9 is 9 o'clock now. And we created this level of what of support here. And you can see that we created this level of support. So when we created this level of support, what is it that we're looking for? Looking for a longs position. So we enter longs here. Remember, guys, I did say that you need to give your trade some more room. 2.5% on this position, super, super nice and simple, not too complicated. Our next resistance is our target. Our next resistance is our target. Keep in mind of this area as well, guys. Keep in mind of this area as well. Could be a resistance that can price test and then push to the downside. So we're keeping it in mind as well. Okay, this was a blunder loss, guys. Price just literally melted here. Price just literally melted here after I did what? After I broke below this area here. So we're adding another loss. So it's 4 out of 3 here. It's 4 out of 3 here. Okay, so out of 7 trades, we lost 3 trades and we won 3 trades. So now let's move on. Still not too bad though. Not too nice though, but still not too bad either. Because we are still on the winning side, because we're always risking 1% to gain more than 1%, or sometimes to gain just 1%, which is not something bad. Okay, so here, guys, let me just take this out because I did a mistake. Okay, so guys, this quarter two, it's quarter to 2, so now it's 2, and you can see that price, we created this level of what? We created this level of support here. So when we created this level of support, price broke below here. So we're entering our short positions, having our stop loss below here. And then our target is on our next support. You can see here, this is our next support area, which was thrown previously. That is gonna be our target. So let me just play. So you can see, guys, that this was a nice little win, 1.27%. So out of 8 trades, we won 5 and we lost 3. So now I'm just gonna take the last 2 trades and then we're gonna call it a session, guys. Because I believe this video has been going for long. This video has been going for long. So now let me just see. We're looking for Asian session now. Okay, powerful. Okay, let me just click on the replay button. Okay, guys, so now it's 1:15, and you can see that it's 12 o'clock now. Okay, so guys, here I made a mistake. I was supposed to mark in 12, not I was supposed to mark in 12, not 2, and I marked 2. I don't know how that happened. I don't know how that happened. But yeah, so apologies on that, guys. So now you can see that we have what? We have error price. Let me just remove this. Remember, the strategy, guys, is saying you look at the most recent support and resistance. So when we're throwing this key error, you ask yourself, why did I look? Because this one looking to the left, it was the most recent, but now it's no longer the most recent because price has created new level of support and resistance. Let me just zoom in a bit. So as you can see that here we have what? We have this level of support that was created nicely by price. You can see that price failed to break, broke above, came back for a retest, and you can see that now we broke below and closed below here. So we are looking for what? Shorting opportunities. You already know. So we have our stop loss above here. And then our target is our next level of what? Of resistance or support. So now we have this level as what? We have this level as our next target. That's about 1.7, 1.17 on this position. So guys, on this point in time, I didn't dwell so much on risk management, but nonetheless, guys, you can see that we hit our TP here. We hit our TP here, super nice and simple on this position. And then it's 1.7. I believe it was 1.7. I believe, yeah, 1.7. So we hit our TP, guys, 1:1. So that's another blunder win for us. 6. Okay, so guys, let me just look for the last trade for this session, which is at 9. Okay, cool. So now let me just play the replay button. Okay, guys, so now it's 9 o'clock, and you can see that price literally came to test these areas here. Literally came to test this area, couldn't break below this area. So what is that we are looking for? We're looking for our long positions. Simple as that. We're looking for our long positions, giving our trade more room to breathe. Looking for our one. Remember, guys, our next target is what is our next resistance. So I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna use this one as our next target. Remember, this is a scalping strategy, guys. So this is our next what? It's our next target. Okay, so this was also a losing trade for us. So you can see, guys, that this strategy is 60% accurate based on this 10 position that we took. And you can see that this is a nice win strike if you are having like 60%, and then 6 wins out of 4. And then in terms of percentage, I don't know, but we are always risking 1% to make 2, or to make 1:1, or 1:2 something, 1:1 point something, 1.5, 1.8. So you can see definitely you can make a lot of profit on this strategy with this backtested results. Super nice and simple, not too complicated, as you can see, guys. So yeah, it is what it is, guys. Please make sure that you follow these rules, and then you do your own backtesting of this strategy on US30. And then you can also down to 5-minute time frame. You can also use this strategy on 5-minute time frame. Yeah, so it is what it is, guys. It's me, your boy, Mamba. I'm out of the building. Let there be peace in the Middle East. Now, brothers and sisters, be safe. Please make sure to subscribe and click on the like button. Yeah, we're out of the building.